Okay, the next one that we're going to look at is another volume question. This time it involves the difference of two volumes. It says a spherical sweet is made by coating a caramel sphere evenly with chocolate. So the caramel sphere is the bit in white in the middle here. Chocolate is the grey bit around the outside. It says the diameter of the sweet is 24 millimeters altogether, and the thickness of the chocolate coating is 3 millimeters. So what we're asked to do is we're asked to calculate the volume of the chocolate coating, which is the volume of the grey bit going around. So what we need to do is we need to work out what is the volume of the big sphere, work out the volume of the small sphere, and then take one away from the other. So the volume of the big sphere, formula for that is 4/3 pi r cubed. So that's going to be 4/3 times pi. Now the diameter is 24, so the radius is 12. It's going to be 12 cubed. So let's go ahead and work that out then. So it's 4/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by 12 cubed, which is going to give us 7,238.23 cubic millimeters. The volume of the small bit, which is the white caramel bit in the middle, again we're going to use 4/3 pi r cubed. Now, to work out the radius of that, the radius goes from here out the way. So if we know that the total radius from the previous bit is 12, we need to take away 3 from that, so it's going to be 9. So it's 4/3 times pi times 9 cubed. And we'll go ahead and work that out. So 4/3 multiplied by pi multiplied by 9 cubed, which will give us 3,053.63 cubic millimeters. And then we are asked to work out the difference in that. We're asked to just take the small volume away from the big volume to leave that donut-shaped volume around the outside. So it's a difference. So it's going to be volume is equal to 7,238.23, take away 3,053.63. So 7,238.23, take away 3,053.63. Just take that into my calculator. And it gives us 4,184.6. We want to round our answer to 3 significant figures. So I'll chop my number off here. So volume is going to be 4,180 cubic millimeters. And that's to 3 sig figs. Same as the previous example, we get a mark for calculating the big volume, a mark for calculating the small volume, a mark for knowing to carry out a difference of two volumes, taking one away from the other, a mark for doing that correctly, and then a mark for the final answer, correct with the correct units and rounded correctly. I have seen, as an SQA marker, I have seen pupils losing the final mark here by saying things like 4,180 cubic centimetres instead of cubic millimetres. That will lose you a mark, so make sure that your units are correct. If in doubt, just look back at the actual question.